Hey friends, thank you so much for coming back for another update. This is my 1 month post-op update, and I'm filming this on a Saturday, and my 1 month was last Wednesday, so I can't believe I made it here. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna make sense, but it kind of feels two different ways. Like, it feels like it can't possibly be a month already. Like, I feel like I just had surgery yesterday, or I think that, right? Because I don't feel that way anymore. But at the same time, it's like, oh my gosh, it feels like it's been 10 years. Oh my goodness, when is this gonna end? And it's like, it's never gonna end. You're just at the beginning. So yeah. But let me stop chit-chatting because I'm sorry for how long the last video was. So I'm really gonna try to keep this short. So my current stats are, I weigh currently, right at this moment when I'm filming this, I weigh 293. And unfortunately, I've been there for a whole 5 days now. And that's really been pretty discouraging after losing about a pound a day since surgery. So it really sucks. I think I'm actually exactly at 30 pounds lost since surgery. But it still sucks. But the one thing I haven't started to do, which I need to, I know, don't judge me, is exercise, which I will. Just don't judge me and give me some time. I know the Y is going to be calling up soon. So just really quickly, I was at 347 when I started this journey. I was at 323 on surgery day, and now I'm at 293. I'm not going to get used to saying 2 just yet. So what I'm eating right now, I'm eating all sorts of types of things, and maybe I'll make a separate video just about my struggles with food right now, because it really has been a huge struggle for me. The quantity, excuse me, I always yawn when I'm making these things. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to keep this quick, so I won't dive into that, but I have been struggling big time, especially, well, I'll get to that in a second. But my blood pressure has been my only concern recently. It's been extremely high, and by extremely high, I mean I've been taking it every day, and it's been around, like, the two scariest ones I had, which has remained around this area, has been 196 over 120 and 180 over 100, and it has stuck in that realm. Fortunately, I do get to go see the surgeon in 2 days, so I will be talking to him all about that, and also my struggles with food and what have you. So yeah. I really wanted to touch on going back to work, and that has been part of the struggle. So I guess I didn't mentally prepare myself for getting back to the stressful environment that is my job. And so some people might be like, how can it be stressful? Some people that know me might say that, but it is a stressful job. And so since I didn't talk to myself about it beforehand and prepare myself, I kind of wasn't ready with the meals and things like that. And also now being around so many people, the whole portion like issue has really like become a thing for me. So, you know, seeing everybody around me during lunch just like eating these beautiful meals, like a giant McAllister spud with all the fixings and, you know, half a sandwich or something like that. So that has definitely been the biggest struggle for me. I have still tried to keep it to small portions, because obviously that's all my stomach can take. I have tried to push that a little bit, which is extremely wrong. But I mean, I'm not judging myself because I know it's difficult. And I was ill-prepared for this. And I also feel like the vlogs that I've seen kind of didn't prepare me for that either. And so Another one of the issues has been the whole timing. You know, like I have to space my bites out. So for me, what I figured logically, which has not worked out, but I still thought that I could do it, was that if I took maybe a little bit bigger bite, if I just waited a little bit longer in between bites, then it would be okay, you know, and like my stomach would still feel fine. But that hasn't been the case, and what ends up happening is that I just feel like extremely full way too fast, and then I really cannot eat anything else for another 3, 4, or 5 hours sometimes, which means that I'm not getting, excuse me, I'm not getting, this is part of my new life, which sucks. I hate burping. I already lost my train of thought, but it all means that basically I'm not getting the 3 meals and the 2 snacks that I'm supposed to have every day. Because I have to wait so long. And so that's been happening some days. Most days I do try to take the smaller bites and stuff, but I would try to eat more than I'm supposed to or whatever, because for some reason in my mind I was like, I cannot be stuck at 2 ounces per meal for the rest of my life. I just can't. Like, my brain couldn't handle that. And so I was trying to change it by force. And fortunately, I still have never gotten sick. And maybe that might be a bad thing. Like, maybe I need to get sick in order to be like, calm down, Jai, and like just eat what you know you're supposed to and how much you're supposed to. But such is life. I still also have not been able to incorporate many or hardly at all vegetables, just because I am having so much difficulty getting in the protein that I need. So I've basically been eating meat, which I really get tired of, but that is what I have to do right now. So it's what I'm doing. I do want to take some time, especially in the coming weeks, to look up more recipes and things like that, and just try to do all the math that I have to do so that I can make one portion for myself instead of making a family meal when I know that my family's not going to want to eat what I'm going to make. And so that is one thing that really sucks, you know, to find a bariatric friendly meal that is just for one person. And I know people say, why don't you make a big one and just like, you know, like have it once a day or something like that. And the problem for me is that I don't like having the same food too many days in a row. And by that, I don't mean something like chicken. I can have chicken every day, but it needs to be prepared in a different way or mixed with something different. And so, you know, and then I don't take the time to make those different meals, so it's a lose-lose situation for me. So I have to really hunker down and just figure out what I need to do so that I can prepare both breakfast and lunch, if not all 3, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and have snacks ready to go for the week, because I know that that will definitely be a key to my being successful while I'm working, and so, which I will be working till I die. So so there's that. And otherwise, everything has been very nice. Life is going pretty well, thankfully. And so I'm very happy. Even though the first 2 weeks were pretty terrible for me food-wise, and the fact that I had to inject myself for those first 2 weeks, that really sucked. I would still do it all over again. So yeah, and if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I am not going to put my email address in the description, but my Instagram is there, and you could always direct message me, and I would be happy to talk to you about it. You can also find me on Facebook, and you could direct message me there. I did want to say really quickly, I decided, I had said in the last video that I was going to do monthly videos, but I've decided to continue doing weekly videos. What I'm going to do is that I'm just not going to post about it on Facebook to notify everybody. So if you want to continue keeping up with me, and hopefully these will get more lighthearted and I'll have more funny stories and jokes and stuff like that, because that is my life. For now, I just wanted to keep you guys up to date until the month was up. But yeah, if you want to continue keeping up with me, which I'm severely grateful for, if you could hit that subscribe button and then hit the notification bell, that will send you a message whenever I post new videos. And some people have asked me if you're paying for something or if you're like subscribing to some kind of service. You're not. This is all free. You're just subscribing to my channel. I'm not getting paid for this. You don't have to pay anything. It's just for the simple fact of you getting notified. You have to subscribe and hit the notification bell. So yeah, I am incredibly grateful for all of my friends and all of my coworkers. Lady Kim McGonnell, I'm looking at you. I forgot to mention you last time, but I'm so grateful for everybody that has been so kind, my coworkers included, and all my good friends and family. I am so grateful. It's in large part because of you guys that I have made it this far and still am happy. And I'm very grateful just for this experience. So yeah, and I know it's going to be a lifelong thing. I still haven't quite fit that in my head that this is for life, but I'm encouraged daily by different people and different Facebook groups and stuff like that about the prospects of life, how life will be later on down the road, and having energy to do things. I just recently confessed to my brother that even though I never thought I would say this, I told him that I really wanted to be more outdoorsy and that I want to hike and do things like that. There are lots of waterfalls in Puerto Rico that I would really love to discover by walking there, especially because I can't afford a helicopter to just drop me off. But so yeah, there are so many things that I'd like to do, especially going to foreign countries, especially going to other countries where poverty is rampant. I'd really like to go and volunteer in different places later on down the road in my life. And so I didn't want to go looking like this. So I don't know how you'll take that, but that is how my brain works. And so, yeah, but whatever. I'm super happy and I hope you are too. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you so much for following along in this journey with me, and I hope you're well.